Okay guys, we're going to stop here for a little while and take a little hike along the Bruce Trail. Now we can't ride our bikes on the trail, so we're going to leave our bikes here. We're going to walk along the White Trail for a while and then pick up a blue trail that takes us to Metcalf Rock. And Metcalf Rock is quite spectacular. It's a fabulous place for hiking, for climbing, and it's a very neat ecosystem.
Now we had a great hike in here and we're standing in the middle of this cut. There's a great overhang up there. This would be a perfect spot to go rock climbing.
Oh yes, it is. There's a lot of outfitters that come here to do some climbing, and it's one of the more popular areas in the Beaver Valley. There are 4 caves in this general area, so everything is fairly close together. It's very compact, so it's easy, very accessible. And as you can see, there's some really old cedars growing out of the rock. And it's kind of nice to get off the bikes and have a little bit of a
It's very nice. I mean,
hike.
You know, you're biking along, and it's like, let's give the legs a rest or see some of the sights you're going past up close. And I've heard about Metcalf Rock before in my climbing guide, and heading up here on the Blue Side Trail from the Bruce Trail, I mean, you get to see it up close. And
this area is actually a bit of a self-contained ecosystem, so it's cool, very cool in the summertime. So it's a good place to come hiking in the summer when it's really hot.
Now, Rob mentioned the cedars there. There's some very old cedars, 1,500 years old nearby?
That's right. Actually, there's one not too far away that we'll take a look at in a minute. Yeah, it is 1,500 years old, but there's a lot of fragile cedars growing on the peninsula and as well in the Beaver Valley on the escarpment that are
right out of the
1,000 years
rocks
old.
here.
Yeah, exactly. Here we are atop Old Baldy, which is probably the highest point in the Beaver Valley. We're probably about 150 feet high here. And you've got a fabulous view of the Beaver Valley.
I can see a ski resort over there in the distance. Which one's that?
Well, there's Talisman right there in front of you, and over to your left is the Beaver Valley Ski Club. So skiing is great in this area.
Tell me a little bit about the Bruce Trail itself and how it winds through Grey County.
Actually, this particular area, the Beaver Valley has about 80 kilometers of trail, of the White Trail. And overall, the whole Bruce Trail is 800 kilometers long, and with about 300 kilometers of blue trails, side trails. So, so between the Beaver Valley and Blue Mountain, you've got about 200 kilometers of trail.
I wanted to ask you, Bill.
Yeah.
We're touring along here, and I just think it's so quaint and so keen that all these little general stores, like this one here in Ravenna, they look like they might have looked back when in the pioneer days sort of thing. On your tour, is that the case? You get to encounter a lot of that?
Oh, exactly. And this particular store is one of the few remaining postmasters that are not franchised in all of Ontario. So people still pick up their mail here on a regular basis. So it's general delivery.
Like a little bit of heritage along the way.
Yeah. Hey Tracy, Rob, how are you feeling?
Good.
Good. Okay, we're heading into our last stretch here along the Georgian Trail. The Georgian Trail extends from Collingwood all the way to Meaford. It's about 32 kilometers long, and it's a rail trail, so it's very flat. Some sections open up to vistas of Georgian Bay, and other sections just go through orchards. So there's a lot of variety, and of course the nice thing is that it's flat, and we're in our last stretch before the end of the ride. So I think you'll enjoy the flat surface.
The Great Outdoorsman has been brought to you in part by Canadian Power and Sail Squadrons, volunteers teaching safe boating. Rapala, premium fishing gear, crafted from experience. Ontario, more to discover.
Okay guys, this is a parking lot for people wanting to do this section of the Bruce Trail. The trail starts over here, and it's only about a 10-minute walk to Old Baldy, and I'm sure you're going to really enjoy the views from that area. It's about 150 feet up, and the views of the Beaver Valley are pretty spectacular from there.